Killer Darkrai, a true icon in the small poketuber scene. Now, I've made videos on him in the past, but I wanted to make one that I feel really brings everything together. There's a lot to unpack when it comes to Killer Darkrai, so my aim with this video is to take the deepest dive into a poketuber with 4,000 subscribers, probably ever. This is the complete history of Killer Darkrai. My first introduction to the character of Killer Darkrai, who we'll refer to for the rest of this video as either KD or Mac, was in early 2020, about 2 months before I made my first video on him. I noticed him in the self-promotion channels of various different servers, such as Tyrannosaurus server or Eknoid's ROM hack server. The first thing that caught my eye was the fact that he used the same message copy and pasted in each server it was posted in. The message would often have lots of misspellings, grammar issues, and would finish with a heart emoji. After a couple of weeks of seeing these messages and laughing about them with my friends, I eventually caved in and checked out the channel. At the time it was the original channel, the one that got taken down for copyright. When I watched KD's content I became hooked, not because it was quality, but because I was fascinated. I was fascinated that videos which were objectively inferior to other content on the platform could perform so much better. In the time between me planning to make a video on KD to actually releasing the video, his channel had been terminated for copyright. In order to understand why, we need to go all the way back to the Dark Ages, when Killer Darkrai was not only a shiny hunter and Let's Player, but more importantly an AMV creator. In itself, this is a massive red flag. Not only are AMVs, for lack of better words, pretty cringe, but they're also living and breathing bait for YouTube's copyright system. Like, if you upload a video with potentially copyrighted video along with a song that is absolutely 100% copyrighted, I don't know. Anyway, KD made AMVs and that gave him a lot of his audience. Eventually, as expected, his channel got terminated. I don't know why he kept uploading them, because YouTube were obviously having none of it and giving him strikes. If he saw the strikes, why would he continue to upload the same stuff? I don't know, it's a mystery that will probably remain unsolved. He created his new channel on February the 6th, 2020 and started re-uploading content from his old channel to it, including some of the AMVs, which I'm at a loss for words about. By the time I had uploaded the first video on KD, this newly made channel had reached over 400 subscribers. In my interview with him back in August of 2020, he claimed that he got some friends to help him climb back up to this number, and whilst this is somewhat plausible, there's absolutely no way that he managed to get the same amount of views with 400 subscribers as he did before with 10 times the amount. This new channel is currently his main channel, the one that currently stands at 4,420 subscribers at the time of writing. With this backstory cleared up, it's time to get into talking about the channel as it stands currently. As I mentioned, his channel currently stands at just under 4,500 subscribers, which is pretty ridiculous. What I also find hilarious is that his channel continues to grow at the unnatural rate even during his 4-month hiatus during this year. One thing that should be noted is the recent view count compared to earlier in the year. One of KD's last videos before his hiatus was titled The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Gameplay Part 2 Exploding Marshmallow Nintendo Switch. This video achieved some 396 views. Keep this number in mind. Now let's look at his more recent videos. KD returned to YouTube 4 months ago with Gengar Destroys All Pokemon Unite Part 1. Every video from this point on has had at least 1,000 views. I'd also like to say that whilst researching this video, I checked his social play profile. The chances are incredibly low, but literally today, December the 10th, 2021, he gained over 1,000 subscribers. Compare this to gaining no subscribers over the last week and 10 subscribers occasionally over the past few days. Okay, so it's currently December the 13th, and I just got home from school planning to edit this video. I had everything recorded, but decided to check if anything had changed, and I'm so glad I did. His channel has now reached over 11,000 subscribers. In 3 days, he's gained over 7,000. It's also worth mentioning that he premiered a video last night and had a consistent 3 to 4 viewers throughout, but that video now has 2,500 views. It's so funny. In all honesty, I don't know how Killer Darkrai thinks he can keep getting away with this. In my interview with him, he was clearly covering up the inevitable fact that he exploits YouTube in some way to gain his following. I'm not going to assume he uses subbots since they are expensive and I don't know anything about his financial situation. But right now I can almost guarantee that he uses sub-for-sub websites. If you're unaware, these sites redirect other users of the service to your video and prompt them to subscribe, like and comment. By doing so, their video is promoted to more people. In an attempt to confirm my suspicions, I decided to check if his subscriptions were public, and to my surprise they actually were. And lo and behold, guess what I found in his subscriptions? Among some genuine ones such as myself and United Gamer, there were C's and C's of channels that KD clearly did not watch or was only subscribed to so they would subscribe back. It's genuinely hilarious that such a little effort has been taken from him to hide that he's manipulating his stats. His social blade stats also show that he's been mysteriously removing some videos, as the only way to lose views is to make videos either private or unlisted. It's very strange as I'm not really sure which videos were removed and for what reasons. I can't think of any reason he'd have to remove the videos either, maybe because of copyright since he re-uploaded some of the AMVs. This isn't too much of a problem though, it's another mystery but not really something worth dwelling on. To bring this video to conclusion, Killer Darkrai is a very interesting character. I might end up making another video on the topic, but it's not very likely since this sums up a lot. If something else major happens, I'll likely make a pinned comment, but for now, this is the end of the Killer Darkrai saga of videos. It's not something I saw myself doing, but here we are. I don't want to milk it any further, so I'll just likely leave it as this. Mac, if you end up seeing this video and want to explain or respond, I'd greatly invite you to do so. I'd love to have you back on for another interview or something similar. I think it'd be very informative and insightful. However, if you do see this video and want to remain quiet, I'd advise you to stop doing what you're doing. You're only lying to yourself. Sure, you might have a few genuine supporters, but in my opinion, it's incredibly selfish to put the spotlight on yourself in terms of stats by using artificial methods. It's not a good look if you do genuinely end up getting big. And for everyone else who made it to the end of this video, I really hope it was informative. A fair amount of research went into this considering the video is about a poketuber with not even 5,000 subscribers, although by the time this video is uploaded, it wouldn't surprise me if he's at 10k. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Take care.